how did you feel about portraying these characters? Did you find them as good or bad people based on their circumstance?
For me, one thing that we always strive for is truth. One way to get that is to look for both the differences, but also the similarities of ourselves and in our characters. And sometimes it's very enlightening. I'm not that guy, but I look like that guy. So much of this film, I think, is about inequality on so many different levels. But I came to realize that because of the way I look, I've experienced and enjoyed certain privileges that I just never even thought about.
It was so fun and so challenging to play someone so, in my opinion, out of touch with reality, or certainly what I, KerryLynn, consider reality. I felt like Olivia was very kind of a yes man, like she would just kind of go by whatever he said goes kind of thing. And it is, like John's saying, this privileged, coming from a place of privilege, and this ignorance is bliss. Like if I don't know about it, then it's not happening, right? And so that's kind of how she disconnected. And what was amazing is his character. There's the moment where I realized he's willing to do whatever it takes, and he doesn't care who he hurts. Olivia, it's like, oh, I don't like him at all anymore. The other side of that, though, is that she is a mom, and she does have that mama bear instinct. And so it's interesting because I'm saying all this, and I definitely felt all that in that moment, but she still goes along with it because at the end of the day, she is similar to Harvey in that way, because it is her son and he is more important than anybody else.
For me, he's a businessman, and I think like a lot of men, it's very easy to start compartmentalizing these things and to just convince yourself that I'm just doing what's best for my family and this is a transaction and I'm going to treat it like a transaction. There was one line in particular: I don't care about anybody else. I only care about my son. And I think every parent could identify with that. The problem and the difference is when you are in a position of power, an entitled position, that line has a whole different level of resonance. And I think that's the whole point of what Remi was trying to identify with us, with the characters.